One question that we get asked at Bite Size all the time by clients who are looking to start advertising is, what is a good cost per click? How much should they be spending on ads, and how do they find out that information? Today, I'm going to give you the 3 ingredients that make up the perfect cost per click for your business. Right after this. Hi, my name's AJ with Bite Size Digital, and today I want to talk about what makes the perfect cost per click. So, cost per click is really a simple formula, but it does change from industry to industry and company to company. And so it's kind of hard to look up like a table or something about what your perfect cost per click should be. It does take having a little bit of information to get started, but it's actually a really simple formula. So the first ingredient you need for a good cost per click is the revenue of the item you're selling. So for this example and this walkthrough, I'm going to say that we are selling an item that is worth $100. That's going to make all the math easy. So that part you should already know because you know what you're selling. So the one thing that can kind of change this when you're moving forward is if you're running a sale for the ad, you do want to make sure that you're updating that information to match the sale. So the second ingredient is the average conversion rate for your sales funnel. However you are getting people from your ad to the end product, you want to know what that conversion rate is. Conversion rate is pretty simple. It is how many people come into the funnel versus how many people purchase. So you take the how many purchases you have and divide it by the number of impressions or people who saw your page. And that will give you the conversion rate. So if we had 500 people come into our funnel and we had 50 people purchase, that would be a 10% conversion rate. Once again, I'm using this to keep the numbers super simple. I wish everyone has a 10% conversion rate. Average conversion rates are usually closer to 4% or less. And then the third ingredient is, what is your target return on investment? How many dollars in revenue do you want to make versus dollar in ad spend? The kind of benchmark general rule for people is 5 to 1. You want to make $5 for every $1 you spend. So in our example here, we need to make $500 for the $100 that we spend on ads. And so then the final step is to just bring it all together using this formula. So our target CPC, revenue per sale, conversion rate, times 20%. So our target cost per click in this example is $100 times 10%, and then multiply all that by 20%, or $2 per click. So as you can see, like I said, it's a pretty simple formula to arrive at, especially if you have Excel or a calculator on you. But, how would you know that unless someone told you? It's, kind of not crystal clear, intuitive to arrive at on your own. But there are some things to keep in mind. As I mentioned earlier, you do have to keep in mind your ads or coupons or anything like that that you might be running. The other thing is that this is the highest you want your cost per click to be. So in our example of $2, that's great. But if possible, like if we could get it down to $1 or $1.50, that is 50 more cents per ad spend. That is going to increase our ROI and optimize our ad spend. So either we don't have to spend as much, or we have the opportunity to just have more money back for it, more bang for our buck. You have to be realistic about whether or not it's worth running the ads. So this is often a first step that we will take with clients when we're running ads to arrive at whether or not we should be paying to run ads. Because there are some platforms where getting under $2 per click is going to be very difficult. There's also certain industries where that's going to be difficult. And so look at what the average cost per click for your type of product in your vertical actually is, and compare that to what your ideal cost per click is going to be to find out if it's worth running ads. It's not worth running ads for everyone. and not every product it's worth running ads for. A lot of people will actually have a higher end product that it's worth running ads for, or sometimes a low end, high conversion product that's worth running ads for, whereas other products aren't. And then they come in and they do email marketing or something like that on the back end to get those other products sold, to make it more worth it. However, if it's not worth running ads for your product, you might want to evaluate how you are pricing that product out, but that is the subject for another video. And the third thing is that there are other reasons for running ads than strictly making money on this ad run. So sometimes we will run ads in order to A/B test landing pages for conversion rates. And in those cases, you might not know how that is going to impact your ROI in the end. Now, obviously, you don't want to be throwing away money. So you do want to keep this in mind for your targeting, but it might not be that your end goal for that particular ad run is actually just making money this ad run. It might be optimizing to make more money on the next ad run, trying to get that cost per click down or that conversion rate up. So it might be worth spending money to get that information for you to be able to optimize your product, your pages, your offerings, everything else. But that's really it. That's what makes a good cost per click in a nutshell. It changes industry to industry, company to company, but it's the simple way to find the cost per click that you should be aiming for. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Keep watching for more tips on digital marketing. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below or email me, aj@bitesizedigital.com, and I am happy to answer your questions or set up some time to talk to you. All right, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. All right, bye.